Welcome racing fans to Motorsports Radio USA with racing news for Sunday, August 5th. Kyle Busch, winner of the Ganders Outdoor 400 at Pocono Raceway last Sunday. This was Busch's 49th career win in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series, tying Tony Stewart. 49th career win and the 6th of the season. Busch says, Tony Stewart is one of the best old-time drivers, so it's awesome to be able to tie him. Now the big three win count. Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Truex Jr. Busch and Harvick now tied with 6, Truex Jr. with 4 as of July 29th, prior to the race at Watkins Glen. Now, some other stories from Pocono, 2 others. Jimmie Johnson's 600th career start last Sunday in the Cup Series, the 30th Cup Series driver to reach that number. Johnson started in 35th, finished 17th. The only Stewart-Haas driver to finish outside the top 10 last weekend. Johnson currently in a 44-race winless streak. It's not all doom and gloom. The driver of the 48 has 83 Cup Series wins, the most amongst active drivers, and 7 Cup Series championships. And the big story out of Pocono, Bubba Wallace, driver of the 43, brake failure, lap 155, which resulted in a crazy wreck over in turn 1. Definitely a sobering moment. Wallace says that, quote, "That was the hardest one ever. The EMTs were worried that I didn't let the window net down soon enough. And I was like, hell, that's the last thing I thought about." After being released from the infield care center, Wallace spoke with NBCSN saying, "Everything was good. They gave me an ultrasound. No twins or anything, so I'm good. Just unfortunate ending for us." Then says, "Safety has come a long way." Now, 2 Cup Series teams handed penalties last weekend. The 4 team, Kevin Harvick, and the 95 team, Casey Kane. Both teams failed post-qualifying technical inspection 3 times. As a result, both drivers had to start in the rear, and both teams each lose 10 driver points and 10 owner points. Also, car chiefs from both teams were ejected. Kyle Busch also had to start in the rear. Harvick actually started 29th, Kyle Busch 28th. There was 13 failed inspections, so 13 drivers had to get sent to the back, which was beneficial for both Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick. Kyle Busch started 28th. Now with the point deduction, Kyle Busch now has a 58-point lead, currently sitting in first place with 891 points. Harvick in second with 833, and Truex in third with 762. Again, this is prior to the Watkins Glen, and of course those numbers will change on Sunday. Sources: Sporting News, NESN, and NASCAR.com. Thank you for tuning in. This is Manny Allegretta, motorsportsradio.net.